Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I was feeling the energy that's around today. I'm going to bring in some of my guides, and I think we ought to do a little prayer to get things rolling. Prayers are nice for organizing the mind and bringing your attention to the place where it's supposed to be. Let me shift cameras around a little bit so a little better. My guides are saying they do so love you. My guides are saying, bring in the energy of love. You've got to bring this into the belly. Bringing the energy of love into the belly. Literally going into your heart and opening a space between your heart center and the belly, the lower part of the third chakra. Let go of the self-will for right now. All the things that you think you have to do, that you are doing, should do, ought to be doing. How are you going to do this? Just let go of all that. All that self-will and your personal agenda, just letting go. Bringing that breath into the deep low belly. You are so valuable. You are so worth it. Giving yourself a moment to be interested in your experience of each moment. You are so worth it. You are so valuable. Your calmness and your centeredness will assist everyone you come in contact with, especially you. We want you to come into contact fully with yourself. Let yourself come into the sides of your neck, down into the heart center, down into the belly, the low belly. You are who you're supposed to be, and you are right where you are supposed to be. You are where you are. You are who you are. Just being with that for a moment. And feel the love accumulating around you and in you. You may even feel it down low in the groin area, the right side, your lymph glands, flushing out all the toxins and all the unnecessary bits accumulated during your moments on the planet here. Just releasing, 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 and releasing, and releasing. And did we say release? Release. 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 Just turn over the agenda to the divine, to the great creatress, to she who created us all. O divine birther of us all, great creatress. Assist us to fully embody our soul's light. Assist us to see as you see, to love as you love, great creatress, and to know in the depths of who we are the eternal truths and all that which is helpful today. May my soul's purposes be fulfilled and be uplifting for others. May my soul's purposes fulfill your divine plan, great creatress, of love and unity with all life. And coming out of that long session, those weeks of boundaries, we're going to now blur the boundaries between you and the other life forms that assist you in your body. All the bacteria and creatures that help you digest food, who break it down into little itty bitty pieces that your body can now move around and put to use in your various bodily systems. We blur the boundaries between what we think of as ourselves and these great creatures. We blur the boundaries between us and all the helpful, friendly probiotics alive within our digestive systems. And we blur the boundaries between what we think of as ourselves and the animal world. We too are animals. We too are mammals, warm-blooded, life force flowing through us and through all the animals, the microbes in the planet, the soil. We blur the boundaries between us and the rivers and lakes and all that live in the waters. All those beautiful creations of the great creatress, plants, trees, fish, salamanders, crawdads, the microscopic beings in the plankton, We blur the boundaries between what we think of as ourselves and the rocks and the soil and the mountains, the volcanoes, the rain. We see our appropriate place within these earthly structures with our friends, families, even those we think of as our enemies. And we are in a space of love. We vibrate that love within us for our own health, vibrating with love for our own wealth. We vibrate with love for our own ability to manifest that which we need and which serves others' highest and best good. We vibrate with love as souls and as humans, blend with the great creatress, the divine creator of all, of which we are a part, a working, purposeful part. We are made with love. We are transmitters of love. We are radiators of love, peace, cooperation. We know that within us is the power to transform ourselves, our environments, our perspective. And within us is the power to be the most highly effective version of us so that our soul's purposes are executed. By the power of divine light within us. We are rich bearers of light. We are bountiful emitters of light. We are beacons of light. And many, many other beacons of light join us and create the vibration, the energy grid work around the earth. We join that and we receive and give light into this energy grid work. If you have headaches, you may have so much goodness and light built up inside of you that you need to place your light in the grid work. So the light is available to those who need it. You healers, you way showers, your light is important. You are important. And like all the microcosm of beings inside our bodies, we are part of the microcosm of divine will. And we join those beings of light who maintain the grid work, who make sure that there is light always for us to partake and to refill our batteries, recharging ourselves with light. Because the light is love and the love is light. Both are one and different at the same time. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Vicky Luna. Good morning, Milena. It's my pleasure that you are here. Thank you. All right, my sweetheart has chosen some cards, although he can't be here today. That's because he's off having fun with his friend. They're swimming laps. All right, this card is to guide us for the long haul. And this card is from the Shadow edition of Threads of Fate Oracle. And it's the Explorer card. And so throughout this week, we will be exploring. We'll be exploring new territories. We will be exploring in order to check out the old stuff that no longer fits for us. Throughout this week, we will be exploring interactions with others. And I think of exploring as going more deeply into our essence, being more ourselves in whatever way is more useful and of the highest and best good for all. We're explorers. Look at that compass rose in the middle of this card, setting our heading so that we navigate with love and unity. All right, this second card is from the DNA 142 DNA, what do we call them? Activation cards, the Reconnecting Soul 142 DNA activation cards. And so let this strand of DNA reestablish itself inside you. Just letting that symbol move around in your body and let it land where it will. Your soul knows exactly where your body needs this energy. Your knowingness knows exactly where this energy is most helpful for you. And this is the wisdom card. And it says, this attribute reflects your connection with the divine mind. You contain within your grasp all knowledge that has been and ever will be. This attribute reflects your connection with the divine mind. You contain within your grasp all knowledge that has ever been and ever will be. The wisdom card. That's a good card to share with the explorer. We want to explore from a place of wisdom. And there's two more cards. I just let him pull whatever he's going to pull. He seems to have a way of doing the right thing. All right. And this is the fate card. And so within this card, I have this sense of we are all working very hard to live out our fate. Perhaps the divine plan for us as individuals, the divine plan for our group, whoever we feel is part of our group and who we are within that group. We are living out our soul's purposes, and the divine is using us in her divine plan. We all have our roles. We all have our contributions to make. And we may even be contributing our character defects to good purpose. Kind of like a little bit of lemon juice brightens the soup. Not a lot, a little bit. Sometimes those character defects are very useful. And in support of that, we have this card. By the way, the fate card is going to be most powerful today and Friday, with some possibilities of showing up on Sunday. But generally, we're talking about the energy for today and this week with all these cards. But just let this symbol as a strand of DNA move about your body, going where it will, supporting you, assisting your physical self, assisting your DNA bank, your bank of skills, your bank of abilities, your talents. Let it really settle into the spine, the base of the spine, the legs, all the way down to your toes. You're going to love this card. This is the perfection card. With this attribute, the need for control is released with a relaxation, with a realization that in all there is perfect order. With this attribute, the need for control is released with the realization that all is in perfect order, and that makes perfection. And I think it accompanies the fate card quite nicely. They work together. You know, we are just a part of the macrocosm. And so it is with my love, my support of you and everything that you are, that I bring this half an hour to a close. It goes by so fast. If you want more, go to my private group, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, on Facebook. And you can join me there. You can type in a question in the comments and I will channel an answer for you. The energies are with you. All is for you. It's a little phallic, isn't it? This crystal. But also, I'm still doing those one question $28 readings. Those are powerful. You have one question you want to know what about? Ask me, send me $28. My preferred thing is Venmo at Annie-Batchelder, like a batch of elders in a church with no T in the batch. And I'm also doing full face-to-face Zoom readings for you individuals and groups. Thank you. That's a 1 hour deep dive into several questions you may have. Many questions. We cover a lot of territory in that hour. And those are $204. If you go to anniechannels.com, you can find a way to schedule. You can also find those one question personal guidance question things for $28. That one question thing is up there too on anniechannels.com. Or go to my soulsorcerer.etsy.com page. Got a little Etsy store there with all my offerings. Thank you. It's been my pleasure and an honor to be with you today. Thank you, Melina. She says, thank you so much, dear Annie. It was very powerful. Because you all were here. Because you all participated. I'll see you at 9 o'clock on the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness page. That's Pacific time. Also 12 noon Eastern time on the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook group page. And we'll take your questions. Thank you.